Hello and welcome back to Ultimate Marble Racing, here today with a track showcase. So, this crazy, massive moving parts in front of you is Dr. Pandolars' many machinations, if I've said that right. And it just looks crazy. Honestly, the longer you look at it, the more crazy it gets. The more you see, there's moving parts everywhere, there's colours everywhere. I've no idea how long this track will take. I haven't even had a look around the whole thing, so this will be a good first look into it. So here's hoping it works. So this is by Zor42, and yeah, it just looks crazy. So let's have a look around. So if we start by heading over to the start line, hopefully my frames will keep up with this because it's had to slow itself down just to help with the frame rate. We've got loads of starting grids here. I don't know if we'll be able to do loads of marbles. I don't know how that will cope. So it looks like we're going to a bunch of hairpins here. Everything's very transparent, so you can see through everything. Probably helps with the camera work. Down a big drop in some boosters. Then we have a quick ladder into another hairpin, so there's a pipe there. I wonder if that's a setback. Big vertical drop onto this section. I like that little spinner there, rainbow spinner for the ladder. This runs around to another hairpin. A nice use of the lighting as well in some of these areas. Very colourful. So it goes up this vertical, oh, it loops around. So you go upside down, go inverted, and then back around again. Oh, and then up this hill here. Interested to where that pipe comes from. So that'll send you back really far, if that's what that is for. Oh, okay, so you go under here, not over, and around this spiral. Just go through it. So it takes you around the pipe. You then split off into these single file zones. So one heads down this route into a bowl, into the bigger bowl. The other one goes off into a different bowl, shorter pipe, different angle of entry, probably worse. So it looks like it'll make you roll around the edges. There's another one here that goes back into this bowl as well, and there. It looks like there's loads of different routes here to keep track of. So the bowl comes down to the bottom, which takes you through to the next zone by the looks of things, where we'll go inverted and then back round again through this tunnel and into another tunnel under the desks, and there it looks like you make your way up and around. And into a hairpin, taking you back down into a single spiral, back inverted again to change the route. It's almost like a second track. So it's like multiple tracks just built into one, and into the red and black zone. So again, lots of verticals, a lot of inverts as well, to make for some interesting racing. Just trying to keep an eye on everything and keep a track of where everyone is, and the positions is going to be a job in itself, I think. Oh, a nice sort of loop here to drop them down. Then it goes under the desk, both desks, and then back out through the chair. That's an interesting. I like that. I like that piece. It's almost Hot Wheels looking big vertical corner. We've got this interesting multi-tier bit here. I've no idea how you get up onto those higher tiers. I almost feel like I'm missing something with some of these routes. But the blue one continues to, wait, the red one. The red one goes into the white, into this crazy spiral, which looks awesome. I think the best thing to do here is probably just going to be to run it, because it's taking ages just going around it, looking at it, and I don't even know if I'm going the right route. It looks like there's a lot of different paths that you can take. It even goes into this side as well, this crazy bit in the middle. So you know what, this is the track in all of its craziness. Let's just run it and see where things go. There's even this interesting machine here to drop them down. Got this cool spiral. So yeah, lots of crazy elements to this. This like conveyor, almost like two cogs. Then another spiral, like a fan spiral there. So yeah, lots of interesting things to work with here. So I think this time around we are going to run with just our racers. Hopefully just to help out with the frames a little bit, because this is quite a frame heavy track. So we're going to load everybody in. We're going to be doing one lap because I have no idea how long this lap is going to take. It looks like it will take a long time, so this could be quite a long stream. So I hope you are prepared for that. And at the back, you might notice we have a new follower. We have Harry joining us at the back. So Harry, thank you so much for the follow. Good to have you here, and welcome to the races. Joining between seasons here, so make sure you head over to the Discord as well. Over there you can get yourself into one of the teams and get a team skin ready for the upcoming events and seasons. But thank you again for the follow and welcome. So let's get this run underway and see what happens in this crazy place. So everyone down to the first hairpin. It's like Magic's going to take the lead down here. Everyone dropping down. I don't know what the chance of DNFs are on this. I don't know how protected the track is to people falling off. But as people probably well know, people always find a way here to DNF or fall off the track. So we'll see what happens. Can't really speed things up too much either, because it keeps pulling the speed of time back down just to help with the frames. So everyone on the move again. Down this vertical drop. So T-Dub just balancing on the edge. Into the next set of hairpins. Magic in the lead, Zor just behind, the creator of this track. But no, it says Stanky's actually in the lead. Where is Stanky? Stanky's miles ahead actually. And Nick moving up to second. Oh, I see. So if you fly up there quick enough, you can actually wall run onto this top layer, which takes you down a totally different route. So that is interesting. So that jumps you straight into the bowl. So that is a massive shortcut. Otherwise you're going around these spirals all the way down there into this split section, then into the bowl. So you want to get loads of speed up there clearly and ride that wall around. Still don't know how you get into this other pipe. I'm sure this is for something later on. Or, oh, there it is. It's a little drop down here that you can hit. Okay, so that is how you get into that pipe, which puts you up there. So a bit quicker than taking the ladder. So yeah, lots of shortcuts, lots of sneaky shortcuts in this, just to make things interesting. And now, who's actually in the lead? Alice is in the lead over there, miles ahead. So everyone really starting to split apart with these different routes. As I expected, very hard to keep track of everything going on. So we see the main group over here. Just in our top 20. So we see Stanky going around that loop area, Crimson about to go around as well. Going upside down and back around. Meanwhile, Alice all the way over into the red zone now. Looking like they are miles ahead. You just see Stanky coming through the tunnel and now entering the red zone themselves. So I'm guessing this multi-tiered level will be the same. Get a lot of speed up here and try and wall run around. The higher the better, potentially. Go back, see Stanky going up this vertical section. And dropping back down the other side. Meanwhile, Alice crossing over. Going up into the inverted section. And back down the right way once again. And then going under the desks. So follow Alice for a little bit, going around that bend. See what happens here with the wall ride. So it does look like that's the idea. Not getting enough height, will stay on the white section and going into this cool spiral of pipes. Then back out. So let's head back and see if anyone else can get into a different route. It looks like Crimson is on the red pipe. Has anyone got higher up? Cheese rebounding. Shaq's getting up to purple, absolutely flying. So that's a much quicker route. Already flying out the other end. Nearly. So that cuts out the spiraling. So again, you have a lot of positions. Then there's the blue one, which puts you. No, the pink one. The pink one takes you all the way around and brings you out here. So maybe the pink isn't the best. The purple might actually be the better route of those. Meanwhile, up at the front, still got Alice in the lead. Westport gaining. Now into second. So you go inverted up here, then drop into this spiral. Or there's this pipe that will take you there. This depends on how you exit this bit. So there's multiple different routes. There's a red route which jumps you into this interesting thing and then puts you out at the bottom, taking you all the way to the top to then go all the way back down again. So that looks like quite a long route, especially with this ladder here as well. The white side putting you back, so that puts you into this big contraption here, which then puts you out, and you have to go all the way up as well. So you don't want that route either. So it looks like you either want the pink or the purple route. The purple route being possibly the quickest. Stormy's having some trouble with it. So go down here and it brings you into this bowl, which thankfully just takes you into one pipe, so I can actually keep track of that bit. Just about. Then we go into another split section. So once again, what is the better route going to be? So it looks like they all go out at a similar point. Blue, probably the quickest starting point. Red gets the inside line on the next section though. We see Alice on the outside part. There is a pipe up here. I have no idea how you even get into that pipe, because all these are going this direction. Oh, I'm guessing if you get to the very end, you can get shot out of there. There is an orange one as well. Not too sure how that works. Sure it's something to do with this contraption. So you want to drop into these holes and not get sent all the way back. I'm guessing if you get sent back through the pink, you can jump all the way back there. So then you want to drop down to one of these. These then send you down to another layer. So we have Westport on the pink route. So Alice took the pink route as well. Stanky on the white. So big boost there. But it looks like Alice got set back. So what happened? So the boost point that sends you up into here. I see. So you have to make the jump. So the white route's already going round. That might be the quicker route. Well, quicker than the pink one. If you don't make the jump, oh, Stanky getting set back in the orange. So if you don't make the jump, it looks like you get sent upwards into the orange pipe, all the way back there. So that's a massive setback. Or there's a chance you can drop out the bottom, potentially. So that's interesting. It's very interesting. There's a lot of things in this that are nothing like I've seen before on any of the tracks we've played. That bit in particular is very interesting in the way it works. So these areas are now joining together. Spacek now in the lead, Zor in second, Westport in third. This is a big spiral. Looks like there are some points you can bounce off. So Tokyo absolutely flying down there. I think they just stole the lead with that jump. We're just in time to witness that happen. Then down into this cool looking spiral that puts people out in different directions. So there is only one exit from this, which is this way. Alice getting there first will regain that lead. Tokyo out in second, Westport out in third. Then it's a slow run back under the desk into this. Oh, so this is inverted. You don't drop down from the top, you go up from the bottom. Very different from what I was expecting to happen, but it's pretty cool. So Alice having some trouble to actually find a route through, dodging all the holes, finally making it, avoiding a few of the spinners here. Up into the next zone, we'll get hit by that massive spinner, hit once again, over into one of the smaller ones, now finding their way through, and heading up to the top layer. Struggling to find their way through that final layer though, getting hit around by the spinners. Might be able to get through here. They do not. It's going round in circles now. So a lot of time being lost for Alice, but they do make it through and back the right way round down to the next section. Then we have Tokyo, followed by Just in Time. So they go through this tunnel into this wavy bit. Little jump. Down to the next section. Little jump there, splits off into 2 routes. To then rejoin again. So then routes are slightly different. I don't know if there's an advantage to either side. I'm sure one is slightly quicker. See Beefcake in the chat. Hello Beefcake. Thank you for joining us on this absolutely crazy track. So try and catch up with the front again. See side effects up on this ledge. I've no idea how they've got up there. I have not got a clue what that part of the track is, where it comes from, where it goes. Still trying to get my head around half of this track. It is absolutely insane. So going through the tunnels. Already 6 minutes in on the race timer. I'm assuming that place that side effects went to was not a good zone, so I'm not seeing them in the top 20. BK saying this track looks hard to follow. It is indeed. It very much is. It is an amazing track. It is absolutely amazing, but it is so tricky to follow. And as you can see, everyone is all over the place. There's so many different shortcuts, so many different routes. All I know is Alice is in first, Tokyo in second, and Just in Time's in third. And I've been following the top 3 and seeing where they go. In regards to everyone else and the different routes they go, we see James a bit stuck there. I think it's over for them. As it goes for everyone else, I have no idea what's going on. So through this cool looking cog, the wheels and cogs here, and then up into this spiraled fan. I do like all these moving parts though. The update that brought these in was a very good idea. It just adds a nice little element to some of these features, especially these. I do like these as a way of getting people up or down different levels with this fan in the middle. It's quite a nice element, a nice little touch to the aesthetics. So Alice now at the top. Tokyo's not far behind. So you can see everyone else in the background below. And we're back down to the start. I had no idea how far through the track we were. There we go, Alice taking the win. That took about 6 minutes 44-ish, around that. So nearly 7 minutes for the one single lap. And we still have people to go, so we have of course got the 1 minute DNF timer, so hopefully everyone else that's still running will be able to finish within a minute of each other. We'll see Budo and Space Egg coming through. Then we've got TJ, Stormy, Dom making their way up, School of Thugs, Andrew just coming into the fan, then Shady. So this is crazy. Let's actually follow Alice round for a bit, although they are on the ladder at the moment, so we'll wait till they're off that and then follow them round. So while we wait for that, we'll see everything else going on. So people spread out all over the place. Couldn't even tell what position anyone is in just from looking. Looks like Muffins actually got themselves stuck. Yep, they got stuck at one of the pipe entrances. So yeah, absolutely crazy track. So now let's head over to Alice. And we should be able to follow a bit easier now with the marble cam around the wall run. Not quite making up to that top layer. Tokyo's actually now joining Alice side by side. So then into this spiral zone. So yes, it's quite an interesting track. Would we bring it into an upcoming season though? That's a good question. It's a question I'll always think about when we're looking at these track showcases, because of course I do welcome tracks that aren't built for pure race purposes, or maybe aren't circuits, just to showcase, show off. Maybe it's a good design, looks nice, runs well, maybe it's just a marble run, maybe it's just something that's quite interesting to show off. But with these ones that are circuit based and have some race potential, that then raises the question of, do we bring it in to a future season? And with this one, it's interesting because it's a great track, absolutely amazing track. Don't get me wrong there. Following it is not easy for commentary and race purposes. I think it would end up being probably a 2-lap. It'd be one of our longer tracks, which would come down to 2 laps, I reckon. So potentially, I think this one we might bring down to a bit of a vote and see what people think. Yeah, BK saying yeah, 2 laps, because I couldn't just do the one. Same with our other long track from season 1. It'd have to be 2 laps just to at least have an additional lap for the fastest lap chance, and for a bit more than just 1 lap around. So yeah, we might bring this one down to the community, see what you lot think. Would it be good to spectate as a race? And what would be the best way to spectate it? Because to keep track of where everyone is through this showcase, I've basically just locked onto the top 3 or the top group and the leaders, because it makes it a bit easier to follow, and then just trying to look back at where everyone else is. But it's such a jumble, it's not easy to see. So yeah, maybe we'll see it. Maybe we'll see it in season 2. Or maybe it'll remain a showcase and it'll go down as still a great track. Two circuit races and have one like weird race in between. Yeah, I mean, I do try and mix up the races so that we have the elimination ones or the more obscure tracks in between some of the more standard circuit tracks. So we could do that sort of thing with this. So I'll try and break it up so it's a bit more interesting, other than having, say, half the season as just standard circuit tracks, and then the next half is all crazy, loads of DNFs, loads of craziness happening. So that way, hopefully it sort of meets what everyone enjoys watching. So they don't get, if they're not happy with, say, the ones that have lots of DNFs, then at least there's a mix of other ones for them to watch close together. But yeah, we'll probably, in the Discord soon, there's going to be some votes going on anyway around tracks. Some tracks we may lose that are in season 1. Don't know yet. Hopefully seeing more tracks introduced. I know there will be. How many more, I don't know. Going to aim for around 30 in total. Maybe more, if we can get more. The more tracks we have, the longer the season, the more races. So if you do have any tracks anyone has any tracks they would like to submit for a showcase or even for the races, then make sure you go over to the Ultimate Marble Racing Discord, which will be linked in the description if you're watching on YouTube, is in the chat if you're on Twitch, and drop your submissions over there and I'll add them to the list for the showcases, and it may then be included into a future season. Season 2 will be coming up sometime in the new year, so there's a bit of time to get submissions in for that. As we see, this race has now come to an end. Quite big gaps between people. As we go down, we did have a few DNFs. Unfortunately, Beefcake, you DNF'd in 42nd. We actually had 8 DNFs on this track, so not too bad actually for DNFs, not too bad, but about 2 minutes between first and last. So yes, a very interesting track indeed. So we have a quick pan around everything once again. Muffin's still stuck up at the top. Looks like we even have boosters down on the edges here. I have no idea what. Oh, they just rainbow decorations? I have no idea. This is just absolutely crazy. But that was Dr. Pandolars' many machinations. Once again, if I'm saying that right, which I may not be. We see everyone just all over the place on the screen here. Absolutely manic. So if you're watching on Twitch, please head over to YouTube, go subscribe over there, drop a like on the video if you enjoyed. That really helps support me and the channel. If you're watching on YouTube, please come over to Twitch, drop a follow. We're so close to affiliate. I think we are 3 away from affiliate right now. Getting closer and closer. Can we do it for the new year and before the next season? And you get to watch the races live and join in with the live chat and take part in the races as a competitor. Also head over to the Discord, get those submissions in for your chance to have a track featured in the showcase and maybe even in a season. You can join in with some of the chat over there and get yourself into a team and get a skin on your marble if you're following on Twitch as well. But that is it for this track showcase. A very fun track, a very crazy track. Something very different than some of the usual ones we've seen. Some interesting mechanics involved. I like the wall runs. The wall runs are very interesting. And all these different moving parts. A bit killer on the frame rate, but it's runnable. But that is it. So I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.